Gain +1 weapon.
Hello. Alright, that's kind of working, but hold on a second, guys. Make sure it's the right microphone. There we go. Alright, hey, welcome to ChaoticCalling. My name is Starwind. Hey, we were supposed to do this yesterday, but we're going to try again today. We've already did a bit of an offline session and recorded it. We're going to post that on YouTube, so if you want to catch the beginning of what's happened up to this point, I'll highly advise you guys go check it out when we have a chance to go do that. However, I will recap as much as I can so that everybody here can jump right into the and don't you dare mention Muffin Man in chat. Would you quit it? That guy's banned, remember? The group, as it were recovering from frostbite. I don't know, I feel like they're over dramatic about last week, but it is what it is. Give them gifts and they still freezing to death. I don't understand. But yeah, you guys are recovering from your frosty encounter from the week before, and the next morning has come to you, and your secretary, your CFO, your chief of financial officing, Shishay, has been given a message from the guild that everybody is supposed to meet up over there and bring their bags of holdings. An incident has occurred. You've all raced over, and while standing in line and waiting to get in with all these other adventurers who are also in this long line, whispers being heard throughout the line that there's a murderer out there, or there's this ideal that the bag man exists, and just because they don't know who did it and because it has something to do with the bag of holding, you know, all kinds of misleading information. I'm sure something's not right here. You guys managed to have your bag searched. Most of you found your bags as they should be. A couple of you found a couple copper pennies in there that you didn't know were in there. And then it was Shishay's turn after everybody kind of got done, and she flipped her bag out, and a couple of gold rings that don't belong to her fell out with all of her belongings, and she's like, I don't know what that is. They pulled her aside and assured your group that she's just being talked to, nothing more. And Shishay asked you all to go back to the guild house and wait for her. She'll be with you as soon as she can. Meanwhile, you guys were chilling at home, getting comfy, making cocoa, having a grand old time. It's your post-Jubilee events, you know. And there was some kind of weird noise in a nearby area of the house, like outside the house, somewhere off in you know, this blue district over here. There was a sound. Those that heard it led the rest of the group out, and when you reached the sound, you found a body, dead, slash wounds across the chest. And you go to look for an assailant. No footprints, except for the ones that came from the man who was walking through this back way. Apparently he was walking from the street above and trying to get to the street below. using your little side pathway as a shortcut to get to one side to the other, but did not make it all the way. Something stopped him permanently, and he is no longer alive. Then the moral dilemma became, what do we do? What do we do? Half of you poked the body. The other half of you looked for assailants. And then the other half of you, I know, a lot of halves here, wanted to go to the authorities, as one should. Most of you kind of like suggested that as well. And Ren, taking off as fast as they can with a sense of urgency and being the fastest member of the team, raced to get the authorities to come pay attention to this. Everybody's on high alert, so it was quick to get 5 guards to come out and check out on the scene. There were still people poking the body, but then the guards show up and everybody's asked to leave the scene. Information about what you found in the outskirts of the scene was also given, as a few of you have found minor clues like a broken strap in a bush nearby and other various events, like bringing up the footprints that seem to only come from this gentleman and or whoever this guy is. And yeah, you guys have your moment to where you're being led away from the scene, or you know, you're still spectating at this point, right? And I guess I probably come with some actual tokens here. But what would you guys like to do? Okay. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna grab my guards. Here they are. Real cool city guards. We'll say like the body is like right here. So they got this body, they're looking it over, and one of them's down here looking at the scene and everything else. Gee, I'm just gonna type a search. See if this doesn't get me on the FBI list. Dead body. Oh, no. Look for a token, guys. Hold on. How to hide a dead body. What? Okay, look, FBI, it's a joke. It's a joke. Oh, that kind of works. Hold on, there's some images I can use here. Wow, I am surprised by how many images that are here for me to use. Alright, I like this one. Yeah. Bleh, there you go. Yeah, they're keeping watch over, and they're trying to make sure that there's something that they discern. You know, one thing that I got to thinking about, and this was probably an epiphany later, like I didn't really describe how mangled this corpse was, other than the fact that it had like 3 clashes of claws that went through the center of the torso. But I think another weird thing would be like one of its arms are missing. Like maybe most of you didn't realize it because it was like leaning into the snow, but apparently some of that blood pulled off and there's a missing limb. I would let those who had those have that information as well. It was just something I thought about. Oh, well, at least you're here, right? So, yeah, you guys pretty much spending your time keeping Robot away from the scene, and maybe some of your other ne'er-do-well people in your group. But is there anything anybody wants to try to achieve in this moment before the guards come in and question everybody, or? No. Oh yeah, that is. Alright. Yeah. I mean, you can if you want. Above table, the DM says. What's wrong? You seem to know something. Sorry. Uh, what's up, Asuna? What you been doing? No. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, hold on a second. I'll do a roll for you. And this would be like pretending you were in the line, alright? Yeah, your bag has everything that you had in it. So, nothing to worry about from you. Yeah, sure. If you weren't here yesterday. Yep, nope, nothing's in your bag either. You're good. Yep. The, one of the guards come in, and of course the hot cocoa was handed out, so he comes in with his hot cocoa and kind of like dusts himself off from the snow that's out there. Yeah, it's snowing a little bit, not too much. It's about 3 inches on the ground. He comes in, dusts off the snow, and kind of like checks over everybody. Oh, a lot warmer in here, he says, just getting a good glance at everything. Yeah, so some questions, if you guys don't mind. And I am just I'm trying to also isolate everybody that's not here at the moment. Well, they moved their token. I didn't move them. Yeah, well, maybe he moved it and I moved it after, but I didn't, anyway. It is what it is. Alright, okay, I think all these people are not here. I don't think Wisp is here either. Wisp, are you here? So I could have sworn I moved this token. Okay. Alright, cool. I thought I moved that token, though. That's what tripped me. This guy not here either. That guy not here either. Alright. No, I could see the names in row 20. That's fine. But I never know. They might be... Anyway. Like... The guard does come in, and I'm not going to bore you with the whole line of questioning, right? Basically, he kind of like asks you your take on the events, and sure, I can get that information from you in character, but at the same time, these questions are so mundane, they're so plain and ordinary, and you guys, unless you really feel nervous, good question, who does feel nervous? I don't know, is there anybody that has, I don't know, a skeleton in their bag? I think they're AFK from this session today. I would have totally messed with them. But yeah. Yeah. So basically, he goes on and on. It's like, all right, so tell us what happened. What you hear? When did you hear it? How did the events go? Unless there's anything super special you're adding. I'm kind of getting the idea of the information you get plainly. Is you heard a noise. You guys went to check it out. You found the body. You kind of did a quick search for an assailant. Couldn't find one. And in retrospect, you guys called the authorities in to come take over so that you guys didn't get in trouble for anything. Is that about right? That sounds awfully sus. No, it's just... He's like, alright, I got your statement. I'll let them know back at the... God damn, this invisible fucking killer. And he kind of like mumbles and walks out. Yeah? Yeah, go ahead. What are you trying to discern? Yeah, yeah. Well, you can ask him too, yeah. But let me just give you information that you might not know, right? Like, the party actively searched for other footprints, right? And they found none, except for the ones that came from the person. So, like, the invisible kill did find a bag strap that obviously might have came from a bag of holding that this guy was carrying. Maybe not. Who knows? Or it could have been a purse, could have been a pelt, could have been whatever, a belt. Yeah. But other than that, like, they could not find traces of another person who did this. So the invisible killer, like, just kind of makes sense unless you really want to press something else out of that. Alright. Alright, I just want to make sure you have all the info. Well, yeah, it is a repeat. There was another killer who killed, and that's why you guys went to the guild house earlier. Yeah, I'll go ahead and make an insight on that then. Yeah. It must be kind of linked, or they're assuming, so they're starting to wonder if there's like an invisible serial killer, someone who's not leaving traces or anything like that. He didn't say that, but you can definitely take that as relevant, I guess. Yeah. Like, that's the thing. Like, they haven't shared any of that information with you guys. Eventually can only hear the DM. What? Hold on. You mean to tell me I let these clowns talk and they didn't get their words out? That's not good. Hey, I'm a professional streamer. Eventually, it will work. There you go, guys. Say stuff.
Say stuff.
Alright, sorry about that. We'll be there eventually, guys, I promise.
Yes,
so basically, yeah, they can hear you now. So basically, thank you for that. I usually do sound checks, and I thought I had everything unmuted, but hey, technical difficulties for the past weekend. It's professional, guys. It's professional.
Shit happens when you have to reinstall Windows, you know?
No, this was more of a user error at this point, and I'll admit that. But yeah, so basically these guys were talking about, does this guard think this happened again? And yeah, I think the attacks are similar. But at this point, now that they can hear you and everything, you guys have been finished on the questioning here, and you guys can pretty much figure out what you guys want to do, your concerns, share your roleplay for a bit, and do keep in mind, Shishay is still out for questioning.
Coco in the kitchen, everybody.
What? Oh, Coco in the kitchen. I thought you said don't go in the kitchen for a second. I was like, wait, what?
I put a
How
How
Don't
bad
worry
do you
about
have
it.
to mess up the cocoa?
Don't ask any questions. Just give me
No,
like an hour.
and I do not know where that body came from. What?
Yeah, that's what I was getting at. Was there another one that we didn't
Oh,
know
that missing
about?
arm.
Don't
missing
worry,
arm.
don't worry,
Oh,
don't
God.
worry. We got
Stew.
bags of holding, guys. We got bags
The
of holding.
missing arm is in the stew. I love it.
No. All right.
Hot cocoa in the kitchen for everybody. There's a big pot. Help
Alright.
yourself, except for you, Robot. Here's yours.
Oh, thanks. She takes it.
Emanon goes and gets himself a cup too.
Yep, Rin going to get some too.
Really quickly, Minerva just is gonna glance over Robon's shoulder just to make sure there's not an arm in the cocoa.
Perception check.
How
you're
would
good.
you fit an arm in a cuppa?
Hold on.
There's
We
Hold
we
on.
live in a magical time.
Yeah.
Fair.
Oh, I gotta see the roll first. You think
Me
you
too.
saw a finger, but there ain't no arm in there. Turned out that
It's fun
finger.
if it's just a finger.
Look. The finger actually turned out to be marshmallows.
Alright.
There's arm in the cocoa. Yeah. What? You didn't have cocoa from the? Anyway.
Or was it just the stir stick?
One of the three. So yeah, you guys find yourselves kind of like in this moment where, well, that's gotta be a little weird, right? A murder happened right next to your guild house, and you guys don't know who did it.
I think it's time to call Felix.
I said that earlier. Just
Yeah, to talk about the dead body. And
Ew.
yeah.
You want me to bring him back to
It's
life?
Yeah, no.
no,
I'm a
No.
wizard, not a healer.
Now that we got the proper authorities involved, I'm more worried about our defense and such than the
Alright.
body at the moment.
So yeah, how do you call it? Like, I know you got the item.
Yeah. So, hey Felix, we've got some situation happening here in town, and could you hop over here for a minute? We've got some questions, and maybe hope you can help us kind of beef up some defenses so we don't become part of the situation.
So as you leave that message, there's a long silence, right?
Yeah.
Long silence. Just nothing.
Felix? Are you there?
Then you-
Shit, it got Felix too.
And then you hear
Oh,
a
God.
loud ding. God damn it, the cookies are burning. I better. Oh, yeah, I got your message.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, it was tending to a tribute. He grumbles a bit.
I get it. Yep.
So, what seems to be the problem? Like, I could have sworn I just
People are
left
dying,
you guys.
and they just inspected everyone's bags of holding, and one of them just died right next to our guild house. And
I mean, did they try to intrude on your place? I mean, usually that's what you do to people who...
no, we didn't do it.
Oh. But Robot's
They
such
just
a good
were
shot.
suddenly dead right next to the house, and yeah, the guards couldn't find anything. We couldn't find anything for why they died, or rather, what killed them. We know why they died. They were torn to shreds.
Is Robot safe?
Yes, for the moment.
Let me finish what I'm doing here. I'll be there later.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I just gotta go take care of an ancient red dragon. Alright, Crimson.
Yep,
calm the fuck
that's
down.
more immediately important, I think. So yeah.
Where are my cookies, fat man? I am not even fat. It goes dim.
I put that stone away.
The trip
Is this,
is thin this year. Anyway.
Felix
this
will
out
be here
loud,
when
or
he's
is this
done.
like-
He's got like a stone that
Yeah,
goes
like
back
a
and
sending
forth.
stone.
Yeah, sending stone.
Would they be able to hear Felix's end though?
Yeah, they can hear it. It's not like
Oh, okay.
yeah, it's like an open mic.
Okay. Well, I'll call out just for anybody that wasn't nearby or something that may be out of earshot.
Right.
The stone to say, yeah, hey, okay. Felix will be here as soon as he's done playing with the giant lizard.
That's good to hear.
Then retreats into the blanket fort with her hot cocoa.
Right, as one does.
Yep.
Apparently, funny thing, I'm trying to access my chat on OBS, and I have to log in. What? Anyway,
Lol.
yeah, I was gonna catch this Pokemon, and now it ain't letting me. Time I get logged in.
You have to do it from the stream itself like a pleb.
But that screen's way over here. Alright, anyway. And it's the perfect Pokemon for, the season, guys. Trevenant. Anyway, so... Felix will be arriving when he has time. He's not ready to come out just yet, but since Roban is safe, he doesn't seem to make this a high priority at the moment. Yeah, so what do you guys want to do?
I'm gonna go lay down in my room. I'm a little traumatized from that dragon.
I mean, it's the next morning, and it's already, like, getting
It
close to
is.
midday. Are you sure you want to keep wasting time in bed? You got to wake up eventually and deal with what happened, alright? I'm just saying.
I'm not sleeping. I'm just
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna be in my
Beds
room.
aren't safe. Come
Yeah.
hide in the blanket fort. It's obviously safer.
Oh, yeah, they made
Oh,
a big old blanket
is
fort
that
in the
in
middle of the room.
Yep.
Well, if I'm being invited in, then I will totally go and get in the blanket fort.
You may have
Yeah.
to rebuild part of it. I believe that part of it was being held up on Bear's trunk before we
Oh, I
left. to
thought
go
you
to
were
the-
helping us carry stuff. I don't know.
Oh, both. He was who's very surreptitiously just sticking his trunk out to be used as like a support to build part of the fort on.
At any rate,
Grabs
yeah.
a couple of chairs to prop it up in the meantime. There we
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
Problem solved.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, maybe I can help you guys fast forward time a little bit, right?
Yeah.
yeah, please.
Lunchtime comes around. You guys have meal. Afternoon comes around. Afternoon slowly but surely, as you guys are kind of like drifted in between sleep and, you know, just staying up because it's daytime. Afternoon starts to pass
Playing
by.
some games.
Nighttime hits. Shisha has not been seen, nor has Felix
I'm
had
kinda
time to make it out
concerned.
yet.
And where's she stay? Does anyone heard from her?
By the time by the time like the sun starts to set,
Mhm.
I think Minerva will say, "I'm just gonna go check up back at the main guild house just to see how it's going, if how much longer it's going to take, if anyone's coming along."
I'll go with you.
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't want to be alone.
I'm joining you.
So, everybody going, or if you're going, just step outside the guild house. That'll be our indicator. Seems like everybody's going then, huh?
Friends, I hear
Except
you're
Azuna,
off on an adventure.
apparently.
Yeah, is Azuna along with us, or?
Did Nameless pop out again? Nameless, are you there?
Mm.
He might have to go herd some children.
Yeah, sorry about that. My wife was asking me a quick question. I'm gonna hang back and just make sure nothing like with the guards or anything like don't need us for anything
Yeah.
else, and nothing
that's a-
crazy happens to the guard or the guild house.
That's a great idea, Azuna, and you can wait for Felix too. That way, if he shows up while we're gone, you know, it's not just an abandoned house.
Right,
That's
right.
When Azuna says that she's going to stay behind, I'm gonna turn to Robon. It's like, Robon, do you want to stay with your aunt Azuna just for now? We'll be right back.
No, that's a
No.
bad,
yes.
bad idea.
Yes.
Oh, it's a great
Let's
idea.
not do this at all.
It's a great idea.
Nope. On second thought, we're all staying.
Wait, what? Well, I mean, you guys said you were going in the first place. If you want to change your minds, it's up to you. I mean, you go
Still
where
going,
the wind
still
blows you,
going.
right? All right. I mean,
Yeah, Robot, you'd be totally fine with me here. We just work on our archery is all.
Okay, we're not leaving our bond here. We're off to
but I
find
want
the
to stay with my
wizard.
best friend.
That's right. We got so much things to learn and do and
We
grow
gotta
from
catch
and
up.
shoot.
Yeah, we got to catch up on
Alright.
stuff. Don't worry, I'll
Robon
be fine.
will be back in just a moment. All right, we're just gonna step out for a moment.
Robon, if you
Listen,
come with,
anything
I'll let
goes
you ride on
wrong-
my shoulders.
Persuasion check.
Oh no,
my
where's
goodness.
my character sheet?
It's right there. If you shift
Apologize.
double left click your token, it'll pop it up for you.
Oh, can I cast guidance on him?
Yes, you can. I don't know why we're even doing this, but convince
Yeah, from a bardic inspiration.
What? I mean, it's not against the rules, but you guys know there's Dixper cards too, right?
Oh no!
There's not
no.
enough help in the world I can save that unless it's a Dixper card.
It's
Well-
a-
Wait a second.
I mean, even if you got a 6, it's still a 12, and this child's not that impressionable.
Hold on.
I fix.
Plus 10 to next roll.
Well, now you gotta roll a d6 if you got the Bardic Inspiration. So you got a plus 10 to the roll, plus your 4. Well, actually, you should be rolling the d4 and the d6. Fair. Yeah.
I need to roll a d4 as well.
Yeah. Minerva's doesn't count. They gave it to you. But you roll it. Yeah, that's about right. 7, 8,
Start the day
9,
with two
19.
minimums and a maximum.
Hey, Azuna, make a
Yeah.
competitive persuasion check.
Oh yeah, I love it. Come
Um,
on, persuasion.
Mhm.
I also guide Azuna.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Oh, I would love it.
Make it fair, right?
Oh,
Mm.
okay. And then guidance is a D4.
Yeah.
I don't think you
I
can
don't
make
think you
it.
can make it.
Yeah, that wouldn't make a difference, would it?
No,
Because
let's-
they're already at 19.
Yeah.
I
All
feel
right.
like I missed something.
They're trying to convince this youthful, impressionable girl to stick with one or the other, and apparently she's going to go with them. Oh, you have been bought advantage, so go ahead and
Let's
reroll.
do this. Let's do this.
Oh,
my gosh.
All right, so I guess the dice are in favor of the yes group. All right, got it.
I think Azuna will probably let slip that if you stay, I'll let you totally taste some of my special hot cocoa, and then they'll be like, no, get this robot out of
Yeah,
here.
that was a. Wait, what?
Don't I have a spell for silence somewhere? Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. Did you prepare it today?
No, I did not.
Well,
God,
now,
we're
I
gonna
now
start
we know.
preparing that.
Yeah, now
We're
we
gonna
know.
start preparing silence just for Azuna.
Why are
It's
you out of
needed.
spell slots? Asuna was very talkative today. You see.
Yep.
Too many plans with Azuna.
Try to make sure Roban is led down a very impressionable yet successful road, and Asuna opens their mouth. I have to cast silence. It's a whole thing.
Yep.
If I was a sorcerer, it'd just be a little bit easier, but I don't even know if sorcerers get silence. They might. I think they do. Anyway,
I think they do.
I'm not going to worry about that. So yeah, you guys are heading to the guild hall.
Wherever we did the bag checking, I thought that was
Yeah.
the guild hall, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, all right. You make it to the guild hall, and you do see adventuring types inside that are kind of like scattered out at different tables, and I don't know. There's like an atmosphere of irritation as soon as you walk in, and you normally expect like these adventuring parties to be at least 4 to 6 people, right? You're seeing a lot of 2s and 3s.
Oh dear.
Everyone okay?
Oh, you can hear like a lot of grumbling. I don't know.
I'm going to walk up to one of the admin desks and just ask, it's like, something going on. You could cut the tension in here with a knife.
Yeah, apparently there's been a few people who've been pulled out from their parties, and they're just kind of reluctant to leave until they return. And unfortunately, I am not at any knowledge of what happened to them because they're not back there with the master at the moment.
Like they were pulled from the bag check.
Yeah.
Huh.
Huh.
Oh.
I'm gonna go back to my group and just say, apparently a few of the people who were pulled from the bag check aren't here anymore, and the gentleman over there does not know where they went.
Well, who was in charge of the bag checking?
Do we see
Wasn't
any
it
of
the
the
guards?
There was 3 guild members who were or not guild members, but like part of the administration of the guild, that were doing it. Like you might have seen at least one of these guys who helped you get your guild stones. Like he was part of it. So it's on the up and up of what they were doing on that part. But for those who were not here, I will kind of like reintroduce the scene where they pulled Shisha aside. We saw this one man who had like this very elegant dressed pauldrons, long cape, white uniform of sorts, and just filigree going around in cords around his shoulder just to keep the cape intact and everything. And he just kind of like had motion for Shisha to follow him.
Could I do any sort of check to see if because the man is so striking in how he's dressed, is there any check I could do to try